Foeman, so shot straight, hits the spot, bully bop. All right, so where I left off was I was talking about Negroes, and I said I hadn't had a lot of this part two on Racist Rant. I haven't had a lot of Negro friends, but I remember my very first Negro friend when I was a boy. His name was Vicelis Shannon, and he's actually on here on Facebook. So Vicelis, if you're out there in fucking Happy Land, what up, my brother from another mother? He used to come over our house on Sundays, be like, I'm going to church with the white folk. And he'd have a piece of watermelon in one hand and a piece of fried chicken in the other. And it's like, bro, you're like perpetrating the stereotype. You're working with the CIA to fucking get inculcated in my young brain that all black folk run around with watermelon and fried chicken. So that was a real thing. He's a pretty famous dude too. I think he's been in a couple of movies, like one with Danny Glover and one with Will Smith. And he's a short little round guy. But yeah, I remember him 3 or 4 years old. He's like, I'm black. And I didn't even know what that meant. I was just a little child, naive to the world. And I'm like, what's that mean? You're black. Because I just thought he was another kid. But he had to point that out. So I genuinely feel like he was perpetrating some sort of fucking psyop on Frank Monday. Young Frank Monday. I can remember all of them, really. The next one, Christian Nolan. He was, I think he was only half black. It seems like he had a white mom. And nobody was ever racist towards anyone of that. The only racism I experienced as a kid was black Crips and Bloods riding into my neighborhood and trying to kill me. Other than that, and I think they were all like recent immigrants from Nigeria and shit that were getting paid by the CIA in crack rock. So I don't think there actually ever has been any of this shit this fantasy that they teach folks in school about racism. I don't think that was ever actually really a thing. Like, did the KKK even really exist, or is that just something the Democratic Party made up to try to influence people? I don't know. I'd have to look into it a little deeper. I even went to the Deep South, and I never met a clucker or a clanner or a kluker. So I don't know if that's real either. But I did meet some Crips and Bloods and West Side Wilmington and 18th Street Latinos and Insane Crip Gang and Grape Street Crips and ICG and Mexican Mafia. And I never met a single white gang member. I met a guy one time that said he was a part of the Aryan Brotherhood, but it seemed a little bit spurious. I don't know if he was being legit or not. I think he was just, what is that called? LARPing? Live action role playing? It was his fantasy. Don't get too close to my fantasy. Don't be afraid to touch the hand of your creator. Stare into the lion's eyes, and if you taste the candy, you'll get to the surprise. Yeah, so I just wanted to finish up because Zuckerberg cut me off. I think he heard me say Negro too many times. He like, don't be saying nigga on my site. This is not a free speech zone, motherfucker. Do not be saying that, cracker. You ain't got no right. White privilege ain't got no fucking place saying nigga this, nigga that, nigga please. Who was your nigga last year? Yeah, so it's a joke. I can't go to that mountain retreat because I'm a deplorable. I'm an unwashed part of the masses. We just brass tacks, bro. I'm white and they won't let me in. The world's becoming more and more like that. It's been like that since I was a boy, and it's going more and more that direction. So-called immigrants that make up 95% of the world's planet are blaming the white folk for their troubles, and it all seems like a scam, man. I wish the latest John Levi video would drop early. It's only Thursday here in the Central Kingdom, and it's like 3 more days before that video drops. So look forward to it. And I get bored of not being able to make a video on my live drives, so I figured we'd do a little talk shop with Frank Monday. Racist rant. It's heartbreaking, y'all, but it's life. And you know what? I'm a German Irish Jew, 1/3 of each. So I roll up my sleeves and work hard, and I got a deep religious vein running through me, and I fight like there's no fucking tomorrow. So into the abodes of a new day. I love y'all good looking sexy people out in Happy Land, and until then, it's that Jen for now.